Hey guys, welcome back to the Russia Guide channel. Today I'm here with my sister Sabrina, Russian homestead girl.
Hi.
Today we're going to be looking at the Russian roads and things I find interesting about them. So come along for the ride. So here we are at a roundabout. In Russia, roundabouts have slightly different rules. In Australia, if you go onto a roundabout, you always give way to the person who's on the roundabout. But in Russia, they have, as you can see this sign right here, it has a right of way. So people that come from this direction have right of way, and the people in the roundabout have to give way to them. So these people are waiting on the roundabout to give way to the people coming onto it. In Australia, that never happens. So this is one of the things I found really interesting, and it really throws you off when you first start driving here. It's like, what? You have to give way to people, and you know, it's so you really have to watch out for this and pay attention for road signs. So this is your typical speed limit sign in Russia. In Russia, speed limits are not very well signposted. Quite a lot of the times they just have these cameras underneath them. And that means there's a speed camera coming up, and that's the speed limit for that speed camera. Whereas in Australia, speed limits are really well signposted, and in here at Russia, it's just really hard to know what the right speed limit is. And when they do have speed cameras, they only catch you when you're doing 20 kilometers over the speed limit. So you see a lot of people just driving 20 kilometers over this general speed limit. So if you're driving along doing 90 on this road, you have a lot of people just going past you all the time, and you'll be wondering, why are they going past me? Did the speed limit change? Because the last one you saw was 90 kilometers, so that's just the way it is in Russia. So this is another thing I like in Russia. They have a lot of traffic lights, and they have counters on them. So they'll count down and let you know how long it's going to be green for, and quite often also when it's red, they'll let you know how long it is before it's going to turn green. Whereas in Australia, we have a few of these, maybe a few more in the eastern states, but where I come from in WA, it's generally just red, yellow and green, and you'll be driving along, you'll see it's green and you won't know, oh, when is it going to turn yellow, and you'll always be wondering, do I need to slow down or can I go through? Whereas in Russia, it counts down and it just makes it a lot easier. We just stopped in for a bite to eat at a little cafe that we really like. It's an Italian cafe, and yeah, it's a nice spot. And we've come up with a few more points that are unique about Russian roads and how Russians drive. The first point is drainage. I'll put a video up over this so you can see what I mean. But in Russia, when it downpours, the roads turn into a river. They don't have drainage, stormwater drainage to take the water away, so basically it falls in the road and goes wherever the road goes.
Turns into one big river.
Yeah. Second point is what happens when people have a crash. In Australia, basically if you have a crash, you and the person that you had a crash with pull off the side of the road, you exchange numbers and insurance information, and then you head off, and then your insurance companies will sort it out for you. In Russia, if you hit someone, you immediately stop wherever you had the crash. It doesn't matter if it's on a side road or in the middle of a highway, you have to stop right where you are. So the Russian officials, they come and then they see what happened, exactly where you are, and then they come out and do it, which is quite
a process.
Quite a process, and
it
makes a lot of traffic jams because there's just people blocking maybe two lanes or 3 lanes of the road, and it's
no one goes anywhere.
Yeah, that's another reason why there's a lot of traffic jams here. We're at home now. As you can see. Unfortunately, when we were recording this in the restaurant, a song came on, and when I tried to publish it on YouTube, there was a copyright issue, so I had to re-record this. So the next point is that in Russia, they drive on the right-hand side of the road, but they have cars with steering wheels on the left and right-hand side of the car. So you have problems when you have people trying to pull out, and they come out a long way before they can actually see past the car in front of them. So that's always very interesting when you have somebody pull out and they back in. The next point is in Russia in winter, they spread dirt on the road so that it melts the snow and gives people traction, instead of, whereas in America they do salt. So you don't get quite as much rusting here, but it does make the roads very dirty, especially in springtime. So if you're driving in spring,
Don't wash your car.
Yeah, don't wash your car, because the next time you drive, it'll just be filthy. And the last point is street signs, and especially road name signs, or the lack of them in Russia. It is very rare in Russia to go to a street and find the actual street name on a sign. Sometimes it's on the side of a building, but it's rare. Of course,
especially the little ones.
Yeah, the little streets. On main highways, there's always big signs, saying what's the road name and where it goes. But on little roads, it's pretty much not there.
Yeah. So we generally use the GPS if we need to get somewhere.
Yes. But before GPSs, I don't know what they did. Maybe they had notebooks.
Had to know.
Ask people.
So that's this section done. See you guys back in the restaurant.
Yep. So those are some of the things that we've noticed about Russian roads and how they're different from Australian roads. We hope you enjoyed the video. My sister Sabrina has her own YouTube channel. It's in Russian. It's called Russian Homestead Girl. I'll put a link up in this corner, I think that's right, and also a link in the description. So
happy to see you over there.
Yeah, follow her. It's very interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you have a great day. Feel free to subscribe and comment down below and hit the bell notification. So until next time, I hope you have a great day. Catch you later.